editing Jacko here, so I have a friend now. That's fun. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to name him. So drop your names, suggestions in the comments, and whichever one I like or has the most likes is gonna be his name. Say hi, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to another Jacko the Soccer Bro video, and today we are going to be scouring the internet to find the one and only Glizzy Gladiator. You heard that right, folks. We are finding the one, the only Glizzy Gladiator. Let's get into it, peoples. First up, there's some things you need to know about the Glizzy order for it to fully be able to settle in with your head on how it works and everything, how you can find the true Glizzy Gladiator when there are so many Glizzy competitors such as Joey Chestnut, Sandy Cheeks, Mayor Shelbourne. There's so many different competitors in the true Glizzy Gladiator world. How can you find the real one? Well, first off, you must know that there is a Glizzy order, and it happens to work the same way as the Sith order, where there can be one Master, the Gladiator, and one Apprentice, the Goblin. So, the two competitors that I have narrowed it down to in my scouring the internet for the last several years are Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob and Mayor Shelbourne from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Let's roll the clips so you can see who we're working with here. As you can see, Sandy Cheeks is obviously devouring countless glizzies in a single gulp, but however, they are in fact not countless because I slowed it down frame by frame to count just how many glizzies were consumed in a single gulp, and the answer is 18. 18 standard 6-inch by 1-inch glizzies in one gulp. That's some big numbers for y'all. Now we gotta look at Mayor Shelbourne here to see what he can do to compete, because surely you can't beat 18 in one.
Here's what I heard. Blah, 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 science, bigger. And bigger is better. Everyone's gonna love these new portion sizes.
Or maybe you can beat 18 in one, because with just one single gulp, he consumed potentially the world's largest glizzy we've ever seen. I mean, 18 glizzies, one glizzy, surely the numbers beats the size, you'd think. However, we have to use real math and science to figure this one out. We're going full Mark Rober mode here. We gotta find out who is the true Glizzy Gladiator. So, for this, we have to assume that Sandy Cheeks and Mayor Shelbourne are both 6 feet tall individuals, even though I assume Shelly Boy is a little bit taller and Sandy's a little bit shorter because she is squirrel. They ain't that tall. I don't think I've seen a 6-foot squirrel roaming around Wisconsin recently, but hey, there could be. I mean, if people think Bigfoot exists, why not a 6-foot tall squirrel, right? Yeah. And we also have to assume that your standard glizzy is 6 inches in length and 1 inch in diameter, because that is your standard glizzy size. Unless, of course, you're eating a foot-long glizzy, which would, of course, be 12 inches by 1 inch. But we don't count those for today. Today, we are only using your standard 6 by 1 glizzy. And for Mayor Shelbourne, I've calculated that based on his body size, 6 feet tall, you could stack almost 2.5 of those glizzies he ate tall next to him, and that would be his height. So according to that, the glizzy he consumed is roughly 2.5 feet, and based on the 6-to-1 ratio measurement of the standard glizzy, his glizzy is 5 inches in diameter. But still, like 6.6 times 1 times 18 has to be bigger than 2.5 times 5. And that would be right. Because 6 times 1 times 18, that would equal 108 inches of squared glizzy. There's no way a 2.5 times 5 is going to be anywhere near 108. That was the number Sandy Cheeks said a little while back. And of course, that's right. 2.5 times 5 only equals 12.5. So therefore, the true Glizzy Gladiator obviously has to be Sandy Cheeks. Congratulations. Oh, wait. There's more. 2.5 is the amount of feet. And 2.5, 12 inches in a foot, that's going to equal 30 inches on that glizzy consumed by Mayor Shelbourne. So I'll throw that into the handy dandy calculator. 30 times 5, and you are going to get, 150 inches of glizzy. 150 squared inches of glizzy, I have to say, which is an astounding mark to set in one gulp, obviously destroying Sandy Cheeks' 108 square inch glizzy mark. So obviously, it has to be Mayor Shelbourne, right? Like, there's no other way. You've done the math, you've done the sciencing, you've used that Mark Rober brain that you obviously don't have because you're making this video, but you've done it. You've figured out who the true Glizzy Gladiator is, and it's Mayor Shelbourne, with a mark of 150 inches squared of glizzy consumed in a single gulp. But wait, there's of course more. You see, glizzies, they're three-dimensional objects. They are not your standard two-dimensional rectangle that I was using to measure the 108 square inch and 150 square inch marks set by our two competitors. No, no, no. You have to find volume instead of area. So that adds a whole another layer of research I had to throw on this. That's another 2 years added on to the total time of this video being made. So, we're going to do the math now. Using the magical formula to find the volume of a circumference, because for this we are assuming that your standard glizzy it's a cylinder because that's close enough to what it is. So, we plug those numbers into the calculator, and that's going to get a glizzy size of 4.7 per glizzy for Sandy Cheeks. We have to multiply that by 18, and that's going to get us 84.6 cubic inches of glizzy consumed in a single gulp by Sandy Cheeks. I don't think Mayor Shelbourne can beat that, because obviously 18 is so much larger than the 1. Like, no matter how big it is, you don't think it could beat that. But wait, there's more. There always is more. So, we plug in the numbers into our handy-dandy magical graphing calculator to find the volume of Mayor Shelbourne's glizzy, and we will find that it is in fact 589 cubic inches of glizzy. Obviously, we have our true winner here. There's nothing that can be done to beat that. In fact, Sandy Cheeks, to beat that mark set by Mayor Shelbourne, would have to consume 126 glizzies in a single gulp to compete with Mayor Shelbourne. That just shows the true power of Mayor Shelbourne. He might be even more powerful than Palpatine himself at this point. He is unstoppable. 126 glizzies that Sandy would have to eat, and 589 cubic inches of glizzy in a single gulp. We have our true winner here. Mayor Shelbourne, congratulations.